Welcome parents, caregivers, families, and students. Welcome to the Warren Township Virtual Learning Academy, Team A. Today, we want to give you the opportunity to meet the teachers of Team A, to understand the daily schedule, to better understand our weekly schedule, and then provide you with the opportunity to ask some questions. Mr. Cummings is the math teacher on Team A. Miss Francis is our language arts teacher. And I am the social studies and science teacher. Daily schedule. If your student has been regularly attending our in-person Zoom meetings, in addition to application day activities, you will have noticed they have followed the schedule of Mr. Cummings Math, Miss Francis Language Arts, Miss Eubing Social Studies and Science. If they start with me, then they know they will follow the routine that after my class, they go to Mr. Cummings for Math and then Miss Francis for Language Arts. So that is your first, second, and third block rotation. Our daily schedule when we have in-person Zoom. All of our Core Connect classes start at 9 a.m. During this time, we participate in community building, relationship building, and we will also use our district social emotional curriculum known as Second Steps. Block 1 is the same as your Core Connect, so every Core Connect student remains with that teacher for Block 1, and Block 1 runs from about 9:30 to 11. Then there is a break time in which a student may participate in related arts activities and lunch, which is from 11 to 12:30. Then 12:30 to 2 is Block 2. And 2:15 to about 3:50, 3:55 is Block 3. Please note that this schedule is for our in-person Zoom days. So let's talk about weekly schedule. When is my in-person Zoom day? The first thing you need to start with is knowing what cohort you are in. You are a Black cohort student if your last name is A through K. You are a Gold cohort student if your last name is L through Z. There has been some adjustments district-wide to our weekly schedule, so I want to make sure that I spend a little bit of time explaining this. So beginning Monday, Black cohort has in-person Zoom like they would. And then if you notice, they follow the schedule. If you have an in-person Zoom day, the following day is an application day. Then the next day is in-person Zoom, and then an application day. Which finally, this is our new schedule, our new addition to our district schedule is application days will be, every Friday will be an application day for Black and Gold cohort students. Black and Gold cohort students will have application day every Friday. This will allow teachers, first of all, it will include student feedback from teachers and optional office hours to support students in their learning. So if you notice on a day that the Black cohort has in-person Zoom, then the Gold cohort has application day. And then that same pattern continues. Just a reminder that of our team expectations, that we know even though we are a virtual classroom, we are still following core as we would in any of our Warren Township schools. And we have been telling our students that we show civility by using what's called the think strategy. So we always ask ourselves, is what I'm going to say true? Is it going to be helpful? Is it going to be inspiring? Is it going to be necessary? Or is it going to be kind? So that's some language that you might hear in our block classes. So we just remind students to keep that in mind no matter when we're participating. Order looks like logging in on time for each of our in-person Zoom, checking Canvas daily, respect, An example of respect would be making sure that the student chooses a workspace that's free of distractions for themselves and others. And finally, excellence, being prepared. That includes your Chromebook charge, any materials that your teacher has instructed you to have, whether it's a workbook or a notebook. And finally, participation. So participation on in-person Zoom days and then also on application days. If you have any questions about Team A and how the structure of our classes or the routines, feel free to contact the Core Connect teacher or individual classroom teacher, and we'd be happy to walk you through any questions that you have. Thank you so much for viewing this video, and we hope that this has provided you a little bit more clarity on what to expect day to day in your child's virtual learning environment.